1988. Got a 89. Got a 2021. 2021. 2005. That's another pack down. You only got one more pack to go through, folks. This is the last pack of the night. It's 5 in the morning here. We've gone through a few packs. So far, no silver. But we found a couple cool coins. So to recap, this one I like because it has some nature on it. It has like some nature, wilderness, like some trees and some river, some rocks. Pretty cool, actually. I think it's quite a nice coin. Sometimes it's fun to collect coins just to look at them. Doesn't have to be a lot of value. It can just be fun to look at. This is a 2019 River No Return, Idaho. E pluribus unum, which means of many one. It's a very nice coin, actually. I like that coin a lot. And then we also have a silver buffalo, which is very nice coinage. Some people are probably cringing that I'm rubbing it back and forth, which will leave streaks, but that's okay, because it's my coin. There's another buffalo. Same 1 ounce. 1 ounce. It's okay to splash coins. It's your coins. You can splash coins. It's good. Coins are meant to be used. Good. Leave those to the side for now. Hopefully bring us some good luck. Got one side buffalo, one side head. Heads or tails? Let's see. Oh, tails. Let's try it again. Heads or tails? Oh, heads or tails? Alright, we get tails. Heads or tails? Heads. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Heads, tails. Still got all these too. These are quite a lot of coins. Hello, Alexander. Welcome. We're just going through some coins today. Looking for some pre-1965 dimes. So far, we've gone through about 5 stacks, and we haven't gotten any silver, but we found an interesting coin that looks like it was left in some soda or some Pepsi. It's not valuable, but it is a little unique, so I think I'll keep it for my collection. Hello folks, welcome. I'm a new streamer, I'm just getting started, but I'm trying to do some coin content. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe and like the video. I'm just getting started here, so feel free to leave any recommendations in the comments. This is my 3rd stream of all time. Just going through some dimes today, trying to find some silver dimes made before 1965, so 1964 and before. We're going to crack open the last pack of the night. So we got Mr. Turtle with us here, bringing us some good luck. And we also have Marcus Aurelius. And with that, we will go ahead and get started. So we're going to crack open this pack. Alexander asks, bro, how many coins do you have? This is about $25 worth or $30 worth of coins. You can get these from a bank. So if you go in and withdraw like rolls of dimes, you can search through them. It's quite a fun hobby. I highly recommend coin collecting to anyone that might be interested. There's obviously a lot of different types of coins that you can get. Like here we have 2 silver buffaloes. Obviously these didn't come from the dimes, but these are some of my favorite coins. The silver buffalo is a very nice American mint coin. I have coins from all over the world, but I really like the buffalo. There's something about the significance of the buffalo and kind of the historical reminder that we hunted it to extinction, more or less. It's just interesting. It's a good coin. So I like that one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open this other pack. Alright, this is going to be the last pack of the night, so we need to get some good vibes from Mr. Turtle before we open it. Alright, let's go. I really appreciate that, Real Dior. Thank you, man. Thank you. Alright, wowza. Okay, that's quite a nice pull. I'll just kind of pick through and look for any interesting ones off the rip. This is a 2004 D mint mark, which means it was made in Denver. So that's interesting. There's a few different mints around the U.S. You got Philadelphia, you got Denver, you got San Francisco. I don't know if the San Francisco one is still active anymore, but here's a 2011 Philadelphia mint mark. It has an interesting blotch. Looks like someone might have rubbed a booger on it. Let's see. We have 2008 Philadelphia mint mark. Nothing unique, just nice coin. Let's see, it's a 1972. It's an older coin, but not old enough to be silver. It has to be 1964 or before. 2004 on this one. It's a Philadelphia mint mark. Oops. So 2016 D mint mark. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate that, bro. We got a 96 P mint mark for P for Philadelphia. And we got awesome. Thank you, Dior. You guys rock. Got a 91 P mint mark, P for Philadelphia. And we got a 71. So this is a nice one. This is called Roosevelt. This guy is Roosevelt. And in the silver variety, like if this was a silver coin, you'd either have a Roosevelt or you could have a Mercury. The Mercury dimes were made between 1913 and 1935, I think. And it's a unique style. It's not like this. It's a different one. But I hope I find a Mercury one day. That would be cool. So 2015. Got a 1987. Not special. It's a Philadelphia mint mark. Yo, peace out, Alexander. Bye. Got a 94 D mint mark. Got a 2017 D mint mark. Got a 96 P mint mark. Got a 2016 P. And 77 D. Oh, that looks good. 67. Unfortunately, not old enough. It needs to be 64 or older. Got a 96. Also not old enough. My hair was getting burned on this lamp here. That's quite the fire hazard, actually. That's okay. Anything for coins. The things we do for coins, folks. Got a 2016 P Philadelphia mint mark here. And what's the rarest coin that I have? I don't have a lot of rare coins. I have, like these buffaloes are pretty standard. These ones are decent. I like a lot of the wheat pennies. I have some wheat pennies. A couple of the nickels I have are nice, but yeah, I mean, I don't have too many rare stuff. I mostly just like looking for the 90% constitutional. If you get the 90% silver, there's really good premiums on it right now. It's going for like 26 over face value, which puts it at a very competitive price compared to the spot value of silver. When you compare junk silver, which has historic value intrinsically, and metal value, raw silver value, you actually are getting a little bit of a better deal with junk silver, in my opinion, compared to traditional silver. And searching this way for junk silver is not very efficient. It's much better just to buy junk silver outright, but you can have a fun time searching. This is a good hobby, and you also learn a lot about the coins. So when you go and buy junk silver, you can be a more educated consumer. And I believe that an educated consumer is a wise consumer, makes the correct decisions. But always read the book and watch the video before you buy the coin. That's an expression that I've learned over the years, to read the book before you buy the coin. And in modern times, you can go online and learn a lot from YouTube and online sources, Reddit and stuff. There's some good coin collecting communities on Reddit. This is a 2004 D mint mark, but the 4 on the 2004 is rubbed off, which is not rare or special. It's just kind of interesting. I'll try to get it focused on the camera here, but it's the 4 is rubbed off on this. So there's a date here. 4 is kind of missing. 2006 looks like through the camera. But yeah, that's interesting. Just rubbed off a little bit. This could also be an off-center cut. One thing I've been noticing as I've been looking through all these dimes is that you can sometimes find off-center cuts, which I don't know the value of an off-center cut, but it's an air coin in any case, which makes it kind of interesting. If it has that uneven rim, you can look for the border around the coin. And if it has like a fat edge, like in this case, on the right side of the coin is a little bit fatter than the left side of the coin. So that just means when it was sitting in the die, waiting to be struck, it was probably just off center by 0.5 millimeter. Kind of cool. I never see these like for sale or auction, but I think they're fairly common. I don't think they're by any means rare, but it's interesting that the human eye can perceive those differences. It's pretty cool. Put that one aside for now. All right, back to it. We got a 67, 1967. That's close to our 64 target date, but it actually needs to be 64, so this is no good. Thank you, Dior. I appreciate that, man. I see we have some new folks coming in. Welcome, folks. We're just doing some coin sorting, looking for some silver dimes. We're on the last roll of the night here. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe and like it. I'll be making videos like this into the summer. I'm a relatively new coin YouTuber, so just getting started. But I've been coin collecting for about 2 years, 3 years. Kind of interested with coins and currency all my life, but just picking up the numismatic coins recently. And I think junk silver has a lot of potential. The junk silver premiums, like I was saying earlier, are super low. So you're getting a little piece of history along with the silver value. I went to a coin show recently and got some of my first constitutional silver. It was pretty great. Highly recommend it for anybody that's interested in coins. Find your local coin show, support some of your local guys. It was cool just like talking to all of them and learning about all this stuff because they're really knowledgeable, and some of that stuff is just hard to learn if you're not in person. But this is a 2015 D mint mark, D for Denver. We got, what is this one, a 2017 D mint mark. So we're looking for 1964 and before. Got a 97 P mint mark. We got a 2006. We got a 2014. We got a 2014. We got a 2014 again. And we got a 1996 D mint mark. We have a 2001 D mint mark. I've thought about doing like a giveaway of some kind on some junk silver, but I just don't think I have enough of an understanding of how to run one or how to coordinate it. But I think that would be cool to get more people interested in coin collecting, because it really has a lot of potential as a hobby, and I think people need more hobbies these days. I think, coin collecting is a great hobby. But this is a 2007 P mint mark. Let's see, we got a 2001 P mint mark. And unfortunately, that is the end of the stack. We'll have to come back tomorrow for more with Mr. Turtle. Mr. Turtle has blessed us with 3 fruitful gifts. 1 Coca-Cola soaked dime, worth approximately 10 cents. 1 off-center die cut. Kind of cool. It's kind of like an air coin. It's a little off-center there. I found a couple of these earlier in the day as well. These seem to be like the common airing mistake. If anybody knows who's watching this, if this is a common mistake, or if maybe I'm just seeing something that's not really there. But I think there's a fatter edge on this side of the coin than on this side, which to me would indicate a minting error. It's really hard to see on camera, but when the coin gets pressed, if it's off center a little bit, it gets that fat edge. Yeah, Dior agrees that there's a fatter edge there. We should almost make like a machine or like a computer scanning tool that can find these, so we can just run all of these through a computer. That'd be better. But then we wouldn't get to play with coins, which is fun. Now I have to put all of these back into these tubes, take these back to the bank, swap these for more rolls, and look for more silver. Because as we know, silver is real money. And gold is also real money. But these have been real money for thousands of years. Humans have used precious metals as a store of value for thousands of years. And as we see hyperinflation taking hold in the United States, this is a great way to protect your wealth. I was hearing today that the S&P 500 is on track for a record year, best year since 1999. But if you account for the devaluation of the US dollar, it's actually gone down. The stock market has actually declined this year due to the depreciation of the US dollar. So keep that in mind, act accordingly. I think precious metals are a great store of value, because you have to remember, as precious metals go up in price, you're not really seeing an increase in the metal being worth more. The metal is just an inert material. It's metal. So you're actually seeing a devaluation of the dollar whenever these metals go up. And silver is a little bit different, because silver is an industrial metal. And right now, the biggest use for industrial silver is with solar technology, particularly in China. But in any case, photography and medical implications, they all can use silver. Real Dior asks, how much is a buffalo coin? This is just 1 ounce of silver is 3/9 fine. So if you were to walk into your local coin shop and pick one of these up, you're looking at probably $2-3 over spot, depending on your rapport with the coin shop and how they're feeling that day. I think I picked these up for probably, yeah, $2 or $3 over spot. So what is it, like 37 right now? So $39 if you were to walk in and buy one. It's also important to remember, folks, that when you're buying silver or buying any precious metal, platinum, gold, copper for that matter, you're simply converting your United States dollar into another type of currency, and you're not really buying anything when you're converting one currency to another. You're simply moving it from this, paper money or coins, and coins are a bad example because it looks like silver to silver, but you're actually trading USD for something of value, which is silver in this case. And if you believe in silver and believe in precious metals, then you should try to stack some of it. You only own what you can hold in your hand. And so money in a bank account is great, but when the money's not worth anything, you really need to look into some precious metals. But I'm going to start getting this stuff packed up here pretty soon. Just doing one last glance through some of these. I had to scratch. This was one coin that I thought was really old earlier. It looks like it could be constitutional silver based on the patina. But when I scratched it, it actually is a 2015 coin, which is crazy given the age and wear. But that's obviously a well-loved coin. And that's one of the most interesting things about these coins, is to think about all the places they've been and been traded for and used in transactions. Maybe it's a soda or food or who knows. But it's very fascinating to think about. Okay. We have, yeah, I think that's most of it. We'll save these interesting ones. We'll set these aside. I always worry when returning these back to the bank. I have to count them exactly to the correct denomination. Sometimes you'll miss one or two, and that's okay. They'll just even it out in your account balance. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get wrapped up here, folks. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like, and hopefully we can do some more coin streams this summer. I think this will be a fun little tradition, little party. This is fun right before 4th of July as well. Just thinking about our country's coinage and the history that our coinage has taken to this point. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating journey. And then to think about the future as well with, some of the Basel III initiatives and some of the different implications that has. I've also seen that China is making a move to base their currency against the gold standard, which I think would be great. I think we should all be on the gold standard. It was a much better time. But it's all good, man. I'm just doing a glance through these. It's so, I don't know if obsession is the right word or intriguing, but it's very interesting to dig through coins. There's something about it that excites me. There's a part of humanity that likes to look through coins. I think if you've ever sat and just played with coins, you'll understand what I mean. But there is something very satisfying about this. I wish all of this was real silver and not just dimes, but that can be possible by stacking silver. Now I need to figure out an efficient way to get all of these back into these coin slots. And then I have to mark the coins so that I know that these are not silver. Because if you don't mark your coins, then you'll accidentally come back tomorrow and search the same dimes that you did yesterday, which you do not want. You've already searched these dimes, so go ahead and mark your dimes when you're done, just on the outside with a Sharpie, with an X. So then you know that you've already gone through those. But If anybody has any tips for finding more silver in these rolls, like, I don't know if you can ask the teller at the bank, I only want old dimes, or I only want dimes from a certain age range or era, because that would be cool. I'd like that, but I don't think they'll let you do that. I think they just give you random years, random dimes. But we'll see. Yeah, I gotta get these back in this tube. It's tricky with one hand. The best way that I found to do this is to start by putting a few in the bottom and then tapping them down and getting like a good base, and that seems to be the best approach, kind of getting one or two started and then tapping them down. And I should separate the quarters as well. Obviously the quarters won't fit in here, but I have to get a quarter roll going, so I do have quarters mixed in here. The quarters I had no luck with. I found very few quarters older than 87, or like, yeah, 88. I think quarters probably get rotated fairly frequently. The currency circulation is just more on quarters. I don't know. Or they're big, so people pay attention to them. People hold on to them. There's probably a lot of these that are in grandma's coin purse and stuff. But yeah, I heard online that people are having luck with some of the dimes, some of the quarters. But yeah, I'm kind of shocked that I went through like, I don't know how many dimes today. At least 100. I mean, definitely more than 100. Dude, probably like, let me count up real quick. 100, 200, 300, and then I had like another 4, so 4, yeah, like probably 500 coins I went through today, and I didn't find a single silver one, which is all good. That's just part of the hobby. That's part of the fun of it, but I would have thought that at least one of those would have been silver. Maybe I missed something, but I don't think so. I went pretty thoroughly through them. So, an interesting note is the saying "e pluribus unum," which is on every U.S. coinage and every dollar, is a Latin phrase which means "of many one," or "this one of many." And I think that's pretty cool to think about every time you're holding a coin. I don't think they're on the buffalo. Let's check. Yeah, it's not on the buffalo, but it is on U.S. coinage. So dollars, quarters. Yeah, the quarter is probably going to be our best bet to observe it. Let's find a good quarter to observe it on. There's a generic quarter. There we go, generic quarter. Okay. So somewhere on here, yeah, at the top of it, near the head of the eagle, it's going to say, oh, I wish this would focus, "E pluribus unum," which, yeah, it's just that Latin phrase. It's interesting, though. It's fascinating. And there's so much symbolism in these coins, even down to the talons of the eagle and the wings of the eagle as well. Like on these older coins, you see full eagle, full wing, but on some of the newer coins, the wings will be clipped, which just means perhaps there's some symbolism that you could interpret there, but it also is just art, so who knows. I like this one with the horse. Horse is cool. I might save that one. Delaware, 99. The first state, Delaware, apparently, according to this quarter. Debatable. The first paper money, fun fact, the first paper money was ever made in Massachusetts in 1690 because the government there ran out of money and they had to print money to give to the soldiers. And originally it was temporary. They were only going to print $7,000 of paper money. And then eventually they ran out of that and they were like, okay, we got to print more money. So then they printed an additional $33,000. And that's how we got paper money. Yay. Originally it was like, we're going to pay you back in a year's time with interest, with silver. And then that never came. They were like, nah, we're just going to stick with this paper money thing's a lot simpler than paying you guys back. So, very fun. All right, goodbye, Dior. Have a good night. I will stay and play with coins. We have Connecticut with the Tree of Life. Just kidding. That would be cool, though. Tree of Life. Tree of Life is a modern silver coin. I think like 2023, 2024. That had a similar design to this, but silver. This is just clad, which means nickel and copper. I think there might be another metal in there as well, like manganese is one that's used. So it's nickel, copper, and manganese, I think. Mostly copper. But this will be very interesting to see how things shape up after the penny is removed. I've seen that the penny has been removed, which is interesting. And then now some states are actually accepting silver and gold as currency, which is cool. I hate it when it looks like it should be an old one, and it is not that old. This is a 1981. Looks like it could be 1881. Okay. Let's see, where is the one that has one coin in it? Okay, this one has one coin in it. So we'll start with this one as a cleanup process. We have to fill up the tube. Let's see. Pretty good camera angle there. Perfect. This will work quite nicely. So yeah, we'll just put a few in at a time and then kind of tap it down. And by tapping it down, the coin tube will settle. So there's like 5 of them in the bottom here. And they're mostly flat, so that's good. And we'll just keep stacking them up. Every few, we'll tap it down. And that's good. It's creating a nice little base of coins there. And it's also fairly easy to work around the copper, or the quarters, I mean. This is an interesting coin. I haven't seen this. It's 1999 Demon Mark. I don't think there's anything special about it, but it looks like it could be. It just has that silver look to it, you know? I must just be praying too hard for silver. Start seeing silver where it's not. Ah, yes. The downside of taking apart 500 dimes worth of rolls is then you have to put together 500 dimes worth of rolls, which you may not estimate at the beginning of your journey. But if you have LaCroix, then you can never go wrong. LaCroix is the drink of champions. If anyone is a LaCroix fan, drop 1 in the chat. LaCroix for life. Let's see what we got here. 79. Nah. I might grab a couple of my Mercury dimes just to show them off. Let me see, what is this? 68. See, dude, I wish this was just 4 years older. Then it would be silver. Even that edge looks deceptive. That edge looks silver. Look at that. can barely tell it's clad. Has that greenish tinge. $68. Should be 63. Alright, we'll get that back in the tube. Mr. Turtle did not give us good fortune today. I was hoping that Mr. Turtle would smile upon us and we would find silver coins as a result. But alas, perhaps we have tomorrow. I do have some more coins ready for tomorrow's stream, so that will be good. But for today, I don't have any more coins, other than what's here on the lot. Hello, Mr. Brantley. Welcome to the chat. The coin room. How are you doing today, Mr. Brantley? 1979. Timber. So yes, I collect coins. I like playing with coins and looking at coins. It's mostly a hobby. I like silver a lot. I think silver has a lot of potential as an economic metal, as a store of value. And I mostly go through these coins and look for specific dates that are valuable, or coins that were before 1965, so 1964 and before, which are made of 90% silver. And if I find one, then I will keep it. And they're usually worth about $3 or $4, $2.65, somewhere in there per coin. So like if you had a dime is normally worth 10 cents, but a dime of silver would be worth $2.65. So although I went through over 500 today and I didn't find any silver, so it is quite tricky. It's just a game of numbers. And if you guys like this content, please subscribe and like it. I'm pretty new to coin YouTubing, but it's quite fun. It's a good hobby. I like sharing it with people, trying to grow the hobby so that local coin dealers and stuff survive. A lot of local coin shops are struggling, so if you have a coin shop in your area, feel free to stop in and give them a visit. They could use your business. And I caution people against buying coins online. I think there's a lot of unscrupulous business people out there in terms of online business. So be cautious when buying from eBay and such. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pack these ones up. I'm just kind of packing these coins up in here. Bonk. Dude, it's gonna be awesome if I find a silver coin in here someday. Quit falling over. It's hard doing this one-handed. Bonk. It's fairly late here. It's like pretty late already, but anything for coins, man. Quite the setup we have going here. Excellent. All right. There's a great Payroll Giovanni song called I'm Stacking, which reminds me of this. There's that 1996. $19.93. We'll kind of just fill this up until it's full, and then we will pack the tube, and then we'll do the other ones as well. And I'm gonna keep these three. These are the three keepers that I got today, which honestly none of these are silver, because really what I'm after is silver. I want to find silver, but I will take 3 concession prizes. We have one off center, which to me looks like a minting error, with a little bit of a larger ring on the left side and a thinner ring on the right side. It's an uneven cut, an uneven die. And then we have this one, which appears to be soaked in some sort of solution, perhaps bleach or Pepsi. And so that's kind of cool. I thought it was gold when I first saw it, which would have been awesome. But alas, still looks pretty cool. So that one's cool. And then this one from 1967, which is not the correct date. Oh, of course, I just lost it in this pile. Oh no, this is tragic. There's a 96. That's okay. Anyway, it wasn't that rare of a coin. It was just an interesting. It looked old, but it wasn't silver. It was not constitutional silver. This one might be a good one to use the wet washcloth on. I have this wet washcloth to clean off coins. Let's see here. So we'll take this coin and we'll just use the wet washcloth a little bit to see if we can clean it up. Just make it, it's a little hard to read. It's actually a 2016, which is surprising given this coin's condition. We typically see coins in this condition that have been circulated for 30 or 40 years. So to see one in this condition, only being 10 years old, it's kind of rough. It's a well-loved coin. But it's not silver, so it's not a coin I can love. Just kidding. I love all coins, but silver's the best. Alright, what do we got here? 1936? No, just kidding. 86. Gotta get my eyes checked. I think looking at like little numbers on coins is quite good for your eyes as well. I think it has health benefits. All right. I think this tube is almost full now, so we can almost pack this one up. We probably have another 2 or 3 coins in here. And hey, thank you, Blank Records. Have a good one, man. Peace out. But yeah, let's pack up this coin roll here, and then we have a couple more rolls to pack, and we gotta mark them too so that we know that these ones are no good, so that we don't waste time on these tomorrow. But yeah, this one is almost done. We got another maybe 2 coins here. Let's see. Yes, I appreciate that, Brantley. You're spending your late night 4th of July time with some freedom coins. It's a great way to spend it. We appreciate it. So now we're gonna fold these down, and this one goes X to know that it is done. X. So now, tomorrow, when I wake up, I know that this one has already been done. And then, obviously, these ones are all over the floor, so those ones are done, too. Now I have to figure out how to put a Sharpie back with one hand. This will be a challenge. Pretty smooth, actually. Surprisingly skillful. That's why they pay me the big bucks, folks. Alright, let's see. Let's get this one going. So I was explaining my technique earlier, but how I do this is I get a couple of coins in the bottom. Like, it's really hard to do with one hand. 89. So we get a coin or two in the bottom. And that'll act as like our weight. Our weight on the bottom to keep it upright. We'll get a few more in there, which will help it stay down. Whee! Alright, down the tube they go, and then we have a nice base for the rest of them. But it will still fall over, that's okay. Sometimes in life things will fall over, but we just try our best. And so now, as we load this, step that down, and it will get heavy over time, because as you add effort to something over time, it becomes more and more stable. Perfect. Yes, the 5 a.m. coin ramblings is exactly why the Founding Fathers made America. Freedom of speech. Bonk. That was almost like a trick shot video of some kind. Yes, please tell me, Brantley. Brantley is actually an alien from Mars. Damn, that sucks, bro. No AC. Why do I feel like I'm about to get romanced scammed? 90-Day Fiancé. Please send me air conditioning. 1967. That does suck though, dude. Hopefully you're staying cool. I recommend like a cold towel on the temple or some other place that can allow your body to expel heat in an efficient manner. I'm sure you'll be alright though. What is this one? This one looks so old. Gross. Oh, dude, that's actually a good idea. Pillows in the freezer. Dude, 2004 on this one. Damn, doesn't look like a 2004. That's the worst, honestly, is when the new coins look old. Because then it's like, no way is that a 2004. Nice. And so now that we have half this guy filled up, he has a very nice solid base. So now he will not fall over. Because we stacked the base. Okay. Very good, very good. Oh, my back hurts from sitting here for so long. Let's see. What do we got? Nope. Got a 1989 with a P mint mark. We got a 2015. I see we got some new people hopping into the stream. What's up, guys? Feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I'm just going through some coins. Feel free to like this video. Just getting started here on YouTube. Unfortunately, we'll have to wrap things up here before too long, as it is getting quite late. But We shall never stop coining. I was thinking about listening to some music earlier. If anyone has any music requests, feel free to let me know. But otherwise, we just have to get these coins bagged up. 67, dude. So close. Yeah, like these 67s are annoying because if it was just 3 years older, it would be silver. It's like, dude, you gotta be off by 3 years? Come on. 2015, not good. 2017, not good. 2017, not good. 1997, also not what we're after, unfortunately. We're after the 1964s or before. 1999, also not good. We are starting to get some of these quarters out of here, luckily, which is good because we gotta sort these quarters out. So unfortunately, none of these are matching the criteria, but we did make a lot of progress today on the stack. Because we got another batch of these tomorrow. So we at least are like halfway through the stack. I think I got some more quarters tomorrow too, which are exciting. I'm hoping to find some silver in those quarters. Whoops. That was detrimental to my goal. There we go. Oh, fuck. No way. Definitely need to like 3D print a holder for this or something. Or just do it with 2 hands. That's probably the solution, to be honest. But I kind of like doing it with 1 hand. It's a challenge. It's like a game or something. A game I cannot win. Okay, let's try it. Yes, it did not fall. Excellent. Great success. Oh no. Alright, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for the night, but it's been awesome streaming with you guys. Hope everybody has a safe and happy 4th of July. Please do not drink and drive on 4th of July. If you drink, be responsible. Hope everyone has a good rest of your day, and I will see you next time.